malevolence. It's vanished. Yeah.
Well, that was my exercise for the year.
Yeah.
But we made a difference. Let's treat ourselves to a break. How about our old hideout?
Whew, yeah.
Whew. I'm exhausted as well.
But the song was pretty hyped though. I do like the song. Anyways, our titles. Hey. Well, all of them have gold titles already, except for Edna and Micleo, which is weird, but I guess that's that. Even if they are time. The song was pretty good. I might want to download that actually. Actually, really good. All right, where's the old hideout at? There. Okay.
No surprise. We took down a dragon.
Yeah, felt pretty good.
We managed to stave off the worst somehow. Let's just be grateful that we're alive, yeah?
Alright, I guess now it's time to rest up because whew, that battle was pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. He had 100,000 HP, if I remember correctly. Yeah. He had 100,500 HP. Like damn, that that took forever, I might add. Wow, his stats is pretty much Maltran stat enhanced by a little bit, but he has slower attacks, so it wasn't as dangerous. But his Calamity Flare pretty much wiped out the whole party almost.
Such an innocent face.
Asleep or awake?
No need to worry. Soray's got it together.
Yes, I know, but...
He's almost 2 together, huh? Sounds like something a mother would say.
Can it be sister at least? Although I am far older.
All right, sister. We ought to rest up too.
Yes, I'll just tuck both of them in.
Morning.
Not even. You've been sleeping for 3 days straight.
You're kidding! I was wondering why I was so famished.
3 days.
Let's go get something
Isn't
to
it
eat.
possible to sleep 3 days
Indeed,
straight?
Saray woke up just before you did.
After we're done, let's head on over to Lastenbell. I gotta check on how everything wound up.
Sheesh, workaholic much? Though I guess I shouldn't talk.
Aren't you curious?
Well... yeah. If anyone's warmongering, I got some killing to do.
Maybe we should leave her here.
Alright, go to Lastenbell. Sure, got it. Do I have to walk by foot though? Well, there's an event up there, so we probably have to walk actually. But is it really possible for you to sleep 3 days straight? Like, has any one of you guys ever done that? Sleeping 3 days straight. That sounds kind of tempting, but I can already imagine how tired you must be if you wake up. Like how groggy it is. Oh man, that's actually sounds like a horrible feeling. Anyways, I think we have enough fighting done for quite a while now after that Tiamat battle. Let's see what the event is up to. What is up here?
Saray, look! Alicia and Lucas!
You guys, what's the deal, yo?
As a messenger of the Kingdom of Highland, I am here to discuss terms of a truce. I would like to meet with a representative of the Roland's Imperial Army.
We honestly wish we could allow you to pass, but Highland and Roland's are still officially at war.
This is a decision that has to be made at the top. I'm afraid as mere rank and file,
Alicia! Lucas!
Saray!
I knew you were alive!
You're meeting with Rollins?
I hope. It seemed like this might be the last chance for diplomacy.
A Highland princess wandering all the way here with no escort? You're a trooper.
What do you mean? She's got the best guard in the world.
If there's a chance we can stop the war, it's a small price to pay. But we're running into some, jurisdictional issues.
Shepard?
You're with the Platinum Knights, right? Do you think you could contact Sergei for us? Tell him that Saray's friend, Alicia, has come to visit.
If it's a meeting between friends, then the Knights have no need to interfere.
I'm sorry my subordinates couldn't be more flexible with you.
Not their fault. I hear they work under a very rigid captain.
You caught me there. So you're Alicia. I am Sergei, a friend of Saray. Well met.
I'm Alicia. My sincere thanks for helping us the other day.
Not at all. Would you like to join me for some tea?
Certainly. I'm thankful for this opportunity.
We won't let it go to waste.
Damn peaceniks. Putting good mercenaries out of jobs. This calls for booze. What do you say, Shepard?
I'm not much of a drinker myself, and I'm pretty sure Sora ain't one either. But well, Sanctuary. Alright, sure thing. But where's the sanctuary? Oh hey, can you tell me about Cat's Corner? It's only for cats, someone's got to allow one entrance to the village of Cat's Corner. So we have to find the cats. And there's a skip here.
Lila, those dragons used to be seraphim, right?
Yes. They were likely seraphim of considerable power. Most likely, he captured them and shut them away in an area where malevolence is likely to gather. Like a battlefield, for example.
As a sacrifice.
A battlefield is like a microcosm of our world. All kinds of emotions spiral and whirl about in a place like that.
You mean like fear and hatred? The kind of emotions that would beget dragons.
Those aren't the only ones. There's also bravery. The bravery needed to stand up against the dragons. And that's something you invoked.
Then I can't give up yet. Not as long as there's still hope. I'll just have to believe. Both in Sergei and in the world that humans live in.
Indeed. And we will believe in you.
Alright, so what's going on here? It seems like the world is at peace.
All right, that should do it for now.
So.
Yes, thank you for all your help.
Ah, it's over already?
The first meet and greet, I've received an invitation to Pendrago Castle.
By yourself?
In exchange, His Imperial Majesty of Roland's will allow me to meet for direct negotiations. Not bad for a bottom-rung princess, huh?
We are comrades who battled the dragon together. The Empire will have the decency to acknowledge that.
Neat.
Guess the peace talks are in good hands.
And here I thought the war would be dragging on and on.
Oh no, that was a pretty good one! I'm jealous.
Is it a competition?
Saray, would you be interested in coming to Pendrago with us? You're a key figure in bringing our two nations together.
Thanks. But that's a dream that you should be the one to fulfill.
I suppose. Best to you on your journey.
You too, Alicia. Sergei.
Not to mention our plastered buddy out there.
Alright. Leave Alaska though. I'm pretty sure we have to go back to the Glaven Basin because there was a cave that we haven't discovered before. That might be the last thing I wanted to do today. So what's going on?
I hear they're actually making progress with the peace talks. That Princess Alicia is a godsend.
She sure is. If only a certain layabout would follow her example.
My doggie's happy too. She hates war.
You and me both, puppy. You and me both. Hey, bud. You up for a drink?
Anything to get out of this armor.
Our departure can wait a day.
Huh? But...
So sleepy all of a sudden.
Oh, my back. I gotta lie down.
Oh, Ms. V.
Get us a nice room.
Come on. Alright, I guess. We can delay it for a little bit.
Thanks, Lila, for hanging out with me. Don't mention it.
Oh,
I
another
was thinking of
vocal
coming
track.
up here and watching the city anyway.
Isn't this a singer for White Light?
So this is where Soray's guidance has led us.
Seriously, isn't this the singer for White Light?
Indeed. I'm sure he is doing much the same, watching them and thinking about how far we've come. Edna and Zavid too. After our long journey with the shepherd, I imagine they're using this time to reflect on their past and perhaps their future. Kinda like us, huh?
Well, well. Edna coming to see me? Should I be scanning the skies for pigs?
I want you to tell me, why were you killing Hellions?
Where'd this come from? And why now?
Is it to save them? Did you make up your mind that it's something you have to do in order to save them, like Saray did?
Oh, I get it. You still haven't quite wrapped your head around the idea of death as a form of salvation. And so every time you put it into words, it's been to convince yourself.
Edna is a smart woman. I imagine right now she's busy sorting out her feelings before we face our final battle. No doubt she's consulting Zavid for guidance. He's seen more of the world than any of us, the good and the bad. You're really a good study of people. You should have been a school teacher. Oh, but Rose, you had something you wanted to ask me, didn't you? When the dragon appeared, Saray found his answer right then and there, didn't he? It was that he didn't want that battlefield to see any further killing or bloodshed. Yes, and then he immediately took the actions he deemed necessary in order to achieve that. Time flows differently for people with a vision, or so it seems to the rest of us sometimes. He's incredible.
Wow, look at all those stars.
Yeah.
I forget who said it. that there are as many emotions as stars in the sky. I can totally see that.
A metaphor for how each emotion sparkles in its own way, huh? Must have been a romantic who came up with that one.
But you can also sense his insecurities about that, can't you, Rose? Like he's constantly on edge, worrying that if he let his guard down even a little bit, he'd lose his way again.
I think Saray himself might be the only one who doesn't see that. I mean, you know how little it takes for a taut string to go snap, right?
The singer kind of sounds like the singer for the ending song of Xenoblade Chronicles.
Not worried,
That I think
really.
about it. Because I played that
Whatever
game
happens,
during the summer
whatever
break.
the future brings, I hope I can make it work somehow. No,
It's nothing to do with this
I
currently,
know I can.
but this game was very good. Anyways,
So that's your answer.
I guess so. But I've always been like this ever since I was a kid.
I'm starting to understand why you don't generate any malevolence.
So I want everyone not to worry and to just go do what they need to do. Pow! But I don't mean like, see ya, have fun, I'll be over here. I promise I'm with the rest of you guys for the long haul.
Don't you think it would be better to tell that to everyone, not just me? After all, I'm sure Edna and Zavid would take no small amount of inspiration from it.
I don't know, it'd be weird to walk up to them and be like, I am here, we are friends.
Probably true.
Sheesh, you women folks sure are complicated. But then, that's part of the appeal.
Are you just stupid?
Yep, big old stupid Ed. The type who can't do anything but believe in the one way he's found to get stuff done.
What makes you believe in it?
I just have a need to protect the pride of my friends and fellow Seraphim. No one becomes a Hellion because they want to. But when you turn into one, you know what that means, right? So that's why I end it for them, for the sake of their pride.
And you think that saves them?
Who knows? That's something they get to ponder after death, in their own personal afterlife.
Huh. How gallant of you. So that must be what makes you so...
attractive? Ow! Hey!
stupid.
Knock it off! Don't you all have one more thing you need to brace yourselves for?
It'll depend on what Saray does with Mautelis after we take down Heldoff. But you know what? That's all right. I'm prepared. No matter what he decides, I'm willing to accept it.
Gotta say, I think your resolve wins out over mine. I don't even know if I could do that. Just look on silently while one of our own suffers in agony.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about that. We're all in this together till the very end.
So, if Zavid's quivering in fear, you'll be there to give him a gentle hug, right?
Gross.
Well, if my saying something is enough to cheer those two up, it might be worth it after all.
It's enough to have someone to lend you a kind word. After all, that's what friends and comrades are for. But Rose, if you don't mind, may I ask what prompted you to bring all this up?
I just kind of thought you and I might have sort of been thinking about stuff along the same lines. I just wanted
Rose,
to
you have
tell
the
you
skirt
you
on.
don't have to carry it all by yourself.
Don't do that.
Huh? What? Did I say something funny?
The two of us really are more alike than we realize. We commit to things. We decide on what role we're gonna play, without really consulting with anyone else.
Oh, now that you mention it... So that's why I felt like we might be sharing the same thoughts. We're the same, independent women.
Rose, I must thank you. I feel like a great load has been taken off my mind.
Really? Hey, cool beans.
I'm profoundly grateful to whatever twist of fate brought us together.
You really are a drama queen, Lila. Aw, Rose! All right, come on. We got some friends to go cheer up.
There's something I learned from this journey. Some stars you can't see, and because you can't see them, you think they're not shining. They are.
It turned out that there were a lot of stars that we couldn't see from our home in Elysia.
Once people notice the stars, they start to understand just how brilliantly they shine. Just like how Alicia finally got a sense of what Seraphim were truly like the first time she heard your voices.
That was a trip. You should have seen your face.
I was really excited back then. It gave me hope that one day other humans might be able to talk to the Seraphim.
But even then, you had to cut off your senses and hold your... Oh, I see. You were actually contemplating what you'll do after the last battle.
Yeah. If I let myself become a vessel for Mautelis and shut off all my senses, we might be able to spread that power throughout the entire continent of Glenwood. If it works, and that's a big if, the Squire ought to be able to wield power like mine, even if she doesn't possess natural ability on par with a shepherd.
So long as you entrusted all of your senses to the Squire, it's not out of the question. And we might be able to grow the ranks of squires who could help us. Just think of Alicia. It's arguably a more constructive approach than just waiting for another shepherd to appear.
Exactly.
But you understand the implications, don't you?
Yeah. Until the Squires can quell enough of the Earth's malevolence to let Mautelis' natural purification take over, I would need to wait and sleep.
By bonding with Mautelis, you'll be abandoned in time. It could take years. It could take centuries. And even if humans appear who can see and talk to Seraphim, there's no guarantee they'll choose the path of coexistence.
I believe in them.
What about your dream? Weren't you going to go off exploring ruins around the world?
My dream will live on, so long as I don't forget.
Very well.
Thank you, Mikleo.
You're like prototypically stupid.
It's not so much that guys are stupid. It's just that the ladies are too smart.
What's that, your philosophy?
Huh. Looks like the gang's all here.
I suppose you were all listening to us then?
Yes.
I may not be Edna, but you really are...
Totally...
stupid.
Let's head out.
Huh? We're not waiting till morning?
No farewells to Alicia or anyone?
I'd like to set out under these stars tonight, so that every time I gaze up at the night sky, I can remember this very day.
That's so cheesy, dude.
Guess we've got our own romantic right here.
You think so?
So what's up? Are we going?
Yeah.
To the last battle.
To the last battle.
Yeah.
All right then. No doubts, no regrets.
Let's go.
Oh, sorry, really wanted to wear that hat, dude. It's a beat. Why are you taking it away from him? Oh, but that was a really powerful scene. I like it. The music in that scene was incredible. Vocals, man. It does help, you know. All right.